Have you ever met someone who had an unfamiliar name? There's no need to panic over pronunciation. Just stay tuned. We can help. Hi, I'm Ariel with Unexpected Virtual Tours and Training, where we host radically creative virtual events and DEI training for remote and hybrid teams. Today, we're looking into an important topic: what to do when you need to say a name, but you're not sure how to pronounce it. Whether you encounter a new colleague or client or someone in your personal life, learning how to handle unfamiliar names is an important part of showing respect, as well as broadening our own cultural awareness. Learning to say someone's name the way they would like you to say it may seem trivial, but names are often an important part of someone's identity, and doing so is important for inclusivity. Many people feel like they have to anglicize or simplify their names in the workplace in order to fit in. In fact, research shows that more than half of Black and Asian job applicants here in the United States have whitened their names in order to make their resume more appealing. But doing so can make them feel undervalued or as if they can't be their genuine selves. Whether someone comes from a different cultural background from you or whether you've just never encountered their name before, it is important not to make them feel as if their differences are negative. They're strengths. So, how do you accomplish that? Well, first off, do make an effort to learn the correct pronunciation of everyone's name. If you're unsure, and I know this may sound radical, but you really can just ask. You can say something as simple as, "Can you help me pronounce your name?" There's really no need for embarrassment. Showing that you're willing to learn can go a long way. If you think you might forget, be sure to make a note so you don't have to ask too many times. Next, don't avoid using someone's name just because you're afraid of mispronunciation. It's avoiding that can make your colleagues feel invisible or unimportant. Another big don't: if you notice that you're mispronouncing a name, don't continue at a habit. Instead, acknowledge that you've been making the mistake and ask the person for a reminder. Thank the other person briefly for helping you, but try not to over-apologize, since you don't want to make it about you. Another thing to be cautious about is our natural curiosity, especially concerning unfamiliar names. Names tell a story. However, those stories behind our names can involve some of the most intimate details in our person's life. So timing and location matter. While it may be perfectly fine to ask a close colleague about the story of their name in private, especially if you already know them, it's a completely different thing to do so in a large meeting. Shifting gears for a moment, many people identify with something other than their given name. So let's talk nicknames. First, do respect a person's preference. If they use a nickname or a name other than the one they've used previously, like something on an official document, it's their choice that matters, so always go with the person's stated preference. And again, if you have any questions about what they want you to call them, don't hesitate to respectfully ask. However, don't assume you can give someone a nickname without their permission. What may seem like an innocent joke may come across to others as hurtful or mocking. The same thing is true of using a shorthand version of a person's name, and also of using a full version of someone's name when they might prefer an abbreviation. You can ask them how they feel about either version, but be aware that doing so may unintentionally make them feel pressured to use a different name. So don't ask them how they would feel if you changed their name, but instead confirm their preferences. And don't hesitate to correct mistakes, whether they're yours or someone else's. This can also be done with respect and tact. There's no need to call someone out. Instead, we can gently correct and educate in private. If you want to keep improving your name pronunciation, good news! There's lots of tools available to you. We've added links in the comments to several resources, two websites, Farbo and Knave Shouts. I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly. They allow you to search individual names. We've also linked a handy text guide from folks at UC Davis, as well as to the Name Engine, which provides audio pronunciations of the names of celebrities and public figures. It looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thanks again. See you next time.